Who the who the hell are you calling Riker? I just, I come into people talking about my hairline. Can't believe this. And just for that. Was it not? Wait. Better hairline than that. Oh, it wasn't even me. It was the emoji. Oh dear. I've not watched any Star Trek. There's one, what was the one that you told me to watch, Mob? And it's on my list. I think it was Next Gen. Let me have a look. Yeah, it was Next Gen, I think was the one. Anyway, hey everyone. How are we? I'm Janeway. I don't know who these people are. Yeah, it just looks really cringe. And I could be wrong. It just looks so like Friends and How I Met Your Mother, like all of it's over the top, like really over the top, but Always Sunny, it just looks like it hits a new level to the point where it's just stupid. And I could be wrong, but that's the impression I get. Yes. Well, that's stream over. Been destroyed. There's nothing I can do. It's all over. Everything is over. I went to a festival on Friday in a nice seaside town, and I'm really burnt, and I'm just sat here like shedding everywhere, like a little gecko or something. Maybe a well, sheds. Tell us more about your skin condition. We'll not go into that. Anyway, right. Stop stop being distracted by yourself, Joe. Right. As you arrive, Feng comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, sleeper. He puts a hand on your shoulder and turns back the way you came. Follow his lead. He steps into the passageway, guiding you downring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. Hey man, it's, you know, it's early in the evening. Let's just see what happens. That data you ripped. Well done, by the way. He grins. Tells me Harden is making a rare inspection of the sidereal horizon this cycle. It's the perfect chance to confront him outside of that compound he hides in. Feng takes a sharp turn onto a dimly lit side passage. Confront him? That's right, it's the perfect time. Feng slows and slips into a dark service tunnel, where somewhere a water pipe drips in the black. It's him, Sleeper, the same Hardenhurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mention him by name, an entire trail of documentation from the first days of the Solheim collapse until now. He rode out the whole thing, slipped into Havenage where it first broke off from the Union. He paces in the tunnel, a hand rubbing at the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't as instant as it sounds. It wasn't like Solheim was here, running the station one day, and the next Erlen's Union took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. The pay got smaller, the costs got higher. People like my parents were forced to work non-stop just to keep a berth on the station and water in their tanks. Solheim squeezed every last worker until the mistakes, the accidents, were coming in non-stop. And as new waves of contractors came in, desperate to work, Solheim welcomed them in, taking bribes instead of checking pilot licenses. The whole time Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases in the central systems, while this severed limb of a station still desperately tried to take all it could. The riots came after the collision at Dock 2. A young pilot, his MEV was overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died, thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified and the blame fell squarely on Solheim. People like to tell stories about Erlen, how he brought the factions together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true. But my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in their MEV and welded it to the dock, while my father joined the improvised crews trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. He never came back. Feng pauses in the dark. They sealed it up though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoning every one of us to the black, apart. Feng finally turns back to you now, his eyes burning, from shits like Harden. Shits who held their place, rode it out, and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed. Standing shoulder to shoulder with those they had exploited at every step. Feng starts walking again. That's why I can't just let them strut about the shipyard. This time his past catches up with him. How is he still alive? Clearly you don't know much about executives. That kind of power comes with certain benefits. Feng rejoins the main passageway, which is now wide and glass-roofed. Through the ceiling you can see ships in mid-construction, their flanks lit by the flashes of plasma torches. The entrance to the shipyard is ahead. Let's go. Feng grins. Let's go show this shithead some consequences. He strides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. A web of corridors lead through the complex. Snatches of the construction bays always appearing through windows. Ships are suspended like whale corpses, skeletal, imposing. Feng seems to know exactly where he's going, and before long you cross into a huge dry dock locked to one side of the sidereal horizon. A network of platforms and scaffolding cling to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space, so that the welding, cutting and sealing seems to come from everywhere at once. Both you and Feng spot them at the same time, a group walking slowly across the gantry, and at the front, two men, one gesturing towards the ship, and the other, stick-thin, cleanly dressed, with a shock of grey hair. Harden. You and Feng say his name in unison, and Feng sets off up the staircase to the gantry, with you following behind. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer, the foreman gesturing to the work being done throughout the dock, and Harden is nodding along. Hardenhurst! Feng shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and comes back in a rippling echo. The figures turn. Oh. Yes? Harden asks quizzically, raising an eyebrow. He glances between you and Feng, and you see his gaze linger on your body, unsure of why a sleeper might be in this place. You are a traitor, Harden, a Solheim executive who tried to hide here among its victims. Feng's voice is steady, strong. You stand for everything that I was rebuilt in the shadow of, everything Erland stood for, everything Havanage stands for. You have no place on this station. For a moment, stillness descends on the group, as if everyone was held in place by the rattle of construction. Harden laughs. Well, good to meet you too. He glances around at those around him. Some are smiling, the others nervous. You are from the systems branch, are you not? Asks Harden, inspecting Feng's clothing. Feng turns to the foreman. You need to call your security. This man is a corporate agent. The foreman glances between Feng and Harden, his hands drumming at his side. Harden leans towards him and says something inaudible. The foreman nods. Stay silent. Feng holds up a stick of memory. You guessed right. I am systems. And I have records that link you directly to Solheim right here. He turns to the foreman again. So once again I am asking you to take this man into custody of the shipyard. The foreman remains still. Harden's voice is calm, measured. If you have such data, why hasn't it been submitted at a members' meeting for proper review? He shakes his head. I have nothing to hide. Unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow, and tries to turn my own men against me. You hear it now, the echoing sound of boots on a walkway, coming from all angles at once and unsettling behind you. Please, says Harden, submit the data through the correct channels. Then we can talk. For now, however, you must leave. He gestures behind you to the security detail, their hands on boxy black sidearms at their sides. Feng spits. Harden, you shithead. You can't wriggle out of this one. The security officer draws their weapon and levels it. Feng turns and stares him down. Calm, Feng. You look at Feng. He shakes his head and puts a hand on your shoulder. Let's go, says Feng, and pushes through the security, heading back down the walkway. Once security has walked you out to the shipyard and nudged you back into the corridor, Feng picks up the pace. You try to keep up as he slips into the shadows of an entrance. Feng is grinning ear to ear. You know, Sleeper, sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Something pings in his pocket and he takes it out. On the slate, a A web connection starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring. Got him, mutters Feng. What's going on? Hardin is doing what any snaky shithead always does, calling his friends. We're tracking his outgoing messages. Feng's grin looks ghostly in the uplight of his screen. The old ways are the best. Spook them good enough and they'll give the game away. He jabs at the slate, and you see the web is being drawn over a map of the ring, lines bouncing from point to point. All these dots? These are Hardin's buddies, the ones he's messaging right now, and we're going to find them all. That was on purpose? Of course. Hardin isn't working alone. We need the full set, or nothing. Feng glances around and slips the slate back into his bottom kit. We better split for now, Sleeper. But this is exactly what we need. Good hunting. With a pat on your shoulder, Feng drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. Well, looky here. What is that? Is that a smiley face? Sweet, I guess. Yeah, the atmospheric music is good. I'm very surprised Hardin just let us go. Like, surely just shove us out the airlock or something. Right. What upgrades do I want? What do I need here? Predictive reasoning. Okay. Well, I've got predictive reasoning. What? Wait. I've got that. Why is it locked? Oh, maybe it's this one. Maybe this one? Aha! Yay! Rat. Wait, can I only do that once? Double rat. Okay, I need to make some money. Quick. $15 crier. What's this stuff? Oh, shit. No. Well, we have a bit of money. Money good. Please tell me I have more than 3 dice. Oh, thank God. Okay. Right. Which is the thing I need? Oh, is this Where's the place that I can get... Oh, I think I have to actually buy stuff now. Okay, let's just do one shift. And hope we don't lose a load of energy. There we go. Perfect. What? Please. Ah, rat. Well, that was a waste. Oh well. What are the things that I'm supposed to be doing now? Auto exchange. Okay, let's try that. Where's the auto exchange? Auto exchange. Aha. Aha. Oh, I'm guessing I have to do this, right? Yippee! Now I do something? Yes. No, I need 3 rats. Yeah, I beg, I need money. Sorry, I saw that so late. Okay, so 3 cycles I'll be able to do that, and then I'll be able to do this thing. What else have I got? Oh yeah, let's go get some mushrooms. We'll see how my mushrooms are doing anyway. Huh. Ooh, what is? Okay. The heart, please. Sorry. Remove this person. What do I want to... So I'm waiting for these mushrooms to be built. I don't think I can do anything here. Okay, so I can't really do anything here. How long have I... till these are grown? Rat, it's ages. Oh, I can do this. Forage for fungus. Let's see this one. Oh, well, I don't think I got any fungus. Oh, well, not really what I wanted, because I wanted actual mushrooms, but oh well. That'll do, I guess. Thank you. Uh-oh. Which is the one where I can buy... Is it this one? Yeah, that's where I can buy scrap, and that's where I can buy... Okay... Could do some more... 80, okay. What if I... do... this one? Just so we're moving in the right direction. Do there. What can I do to earn some money? This one. So just do that. I just want sex. Permanently mute. Which is the other... There's another one here where I have to do something. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. Right. Eek. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's go beard. Okay. Right, so I should be able to buy... Wait. Oh no! I thought they would be back. No, I need that. I need the stuff, man. Damn it. About this one? Damn it. I thought they'd be back. Maybe next cycle they come back. Okay. Well, might as well keep going on this, I guess. Try and get Ethan out of his little jam. Oh, bollocks. Nice. Okay. Going well so far. Eek! Starving though. Ooh. Awooga, awooga. Aha! They're back. Buy some scrap. That's what I need. I need the scrap. So I got energy. Did I get... Oh, I got money. Nice. Okay. Then I buy some scrap. Wait. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Ah. I wanted scrap. Hey, that's all. Okay, cool. So I can now, I think, fix me. Oh no, this. Oh, I thought it was only. Oh, trying to fix me house. What if I can buy scrap from somewhere else? Please. But what I can do is this. Aha! Now it has a ship mind. Minecraft. Okay, where's the endure one? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Wait, I got another one. Oh shit. Let's go. Use scrap components to repair condition. Which one looks better? Oh wait, I don't think I can afford those. Right? No, okay. Let's just do that then for now. Fuck, saving up. I ain't saving for nothing. Right, what do I want to do here? Let's see this one. I like her. You drop the ship mine core onto the galley table with an emphatic bang. Can I say her name? Ankita spins around from where she's been poring over some documents on her slate. Holy shit, Sleeper. Did you actually land a ship mine? She rushes over and hefts the huge cylinder, turning it back and forth. Well shit, it might actually work. She smiles wider than you've ever seen. Where did you get it? I built it. Built it? Well, well, you're full of surprises. Ankita bangs on the galley wall. Hear that, Amber? The Sleeper got you a new ship mind. The sound echoes down the ship's passages. You have to admit, being in a small space with Ankita when she's this excited is a little intimidating. Ankita puts the ship mine back on the table. I'll start the process of fitting it as soon as I can. I might need your help with some of it. She heads back towards the counter to grab her slate. This isn't the only good news today either. Looks like my good karma is finally coming in. She throws the slate onto the table and spins it so you can see the screen. Take a look at this. You see a list of names and numbers, nothing that exciting, along with what looks like a transit timetable. I found them. Found who? My crew. She points at the name on the list. At a name on the list. Or more specifically, Ashton Cade. It was his pass that was used to access Amber and slice the ship mind. I thought he might have been killed or robbed, his pass stolen, but it turns out he crossed the Founders Gap the very next cycle. Founders Gap? That big rift in the station. You can't cross it without the Founders Ferry. She leans back in her seat. I know some of the crew over at the ferry, old mercs. I used to run in an outfit I worked with. I saw them in the Overlook, and they mentioned they saw Ashton crossing. Checked the manifest and there he was. Looks suspicious. He hasn't said a word since the theft, and anyone wanting to hide out might head to the Greenway and go underground. She flexes. He won't get far though. There's no real docks out there, only a couple of jetties in the wastes. Going after him? Not yet. First I want to fit the ship mind. She pauses. But maybe you could help me out. Sure, how? It's like this. I head over there, especially in amber. He'll spot me a mile off and go underground. He'll find a way to slip the station, or he'll bury himself so deep in the waste no one will ever find him. But you, Ashton doesn't know you. All I need is for you to go there and sniff around. Not the commune, not the stacks. He will have gone to the edges, the margins, the wild places. That's what Ashton likes. You see him, you locate him. Ping me on this. She hands you a comm earpiece. Seeing as this read Joe, come on. Seeing as this is merc work, I'll be happy to give you merc pay. She shifts in her seat. The thing is, I haven't got much left. So how about I tell the boys who run the ferry to give you a discount? I know it's not much, but once I grab this coward, I'll pay up. 200 cryo, nothing less. What do you say? Okay. She gives you a heavy whack on the shoulder. Good, I owe you. She lifts the ship mind up onto her shoulders with worrying ease. I'm going to go get this fitted into Amber's core. You get any info, any sense of where Ashton is hiding, let me know. She goes to turn and then stops. And once again, Sleeper, thank you. I appreciate it. And Keita stomps. And Keita stomps off into the guts of Amber with the ship mind, leaving you in the galley. You glance around, a sudden nervous energy descending at what is to come. You never thought you'd get work as a mercenary, but then again, it seems the eye is full of surprises. Cool. So I guess this is one of the things I can do. Yeah. Probably. Fuck it, try it. Okay. Oh wait, I'm not going to be able to. Rats. Okay. It's been more than a few cycles since start that so bad. It's been more than a few cycles since Feng confronted Harden, and the silence since has been noticeable. In your time with Feng, you haven't exactly found him to be reliable, but you did expect to hear the end of whatever plan he put into action. But if he won't come to you, you think as you approach the Havenage building, then it's time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker, and you are getting nervous. As you approach the bay doors, you see them wide open, the light pouring out of the once dark room. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside the bay, suddenly robbed of their mystery by the bright flood lamps. A figure in Havanage security fatigues steps out of the bay. As you get closer, carrying a stack of hardware. Approach. As you get closer, you see the security officer tapping up machines from Feng's stash. Taping. With what looks like hazard tape. This isn't good. You again. Arden is there, leaning beside the bay entrance so calmly that you barely noticed him. He has a slate in his hand, an inventory of seizures scrawled across it. Predictable. Further evidence of Feng's collusions. You see another security officer come out of the bay and take notice of you. Run. The heavy hand of a security officer falls on your shoulder. Thank you, Carrick, says Arden, but there's no need for any violence. Arden pushes away from the wall and comes closer. Don't worry, Sleeper, we have all the evidence we need. Confession won't be necessary. He gestures around at the stacks of hardware. Spying on fellow Havanage members, hoarding Solheim materials, an obsession with corporate data. Speaks for itself, doesn't it? Stay silent. Nothing to add. He looks up at the glass roof above and stars beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you are breathing, the light you are seeing, the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. This place was hard fought for, Sleeper. It took work, diplomacy and strength to stop the eye descending into chaos after Solheim collapsed. Not blind conviction or self-interest. You're the self-interested one. More accusations. What have you achieved, Sleeper? Your entire existence is proof of your self-interest. Signing yourself over to be emulated rather than work yourself. Whether you remember or not. Whether you remember it or not, you suffer from the same short-sighted perspective as the person you were copied from. You see, Sleeper, we are proud of our history here. Andre Erlin and the First Union founded this place. Havanage has welded his values into the very walls of this place. We will never turn away the hard-working, the just, the true citizens of the Eye. Havanage aren't a gang like Yataghan. We aren't pirates like half the spaces you'll meet in the hub, or esoterics like those Haifa radicals in the Greenway. We're the backbone of this place, proud and true. We named Erlin's Eye, Sleeper. This is our station, Meteor Eye. So please, take your false accusations somewhere else, before I decide that I need a confession after all. History will catch up with you. Not afraid of history, Sleeper. We are making it here, cycle by cycle. He smiles. If you have any pride, you will give up Feng the moment he contacts you. You know where to find me. With that, Arden turns his back and walks towards the security officers, ordering them to continue the clear-out. As they do, something catches your eye among one of the server stacks. A crumpled hand-printed box of synthetic chewing gum, a penguin character grinning from a brightly coloured card, and scrawled onto it a speech bubble reading, "Take me to Tamba." Take it. You carefully pocket the box, making sure no one is watching, and then turn away, just as another stack of servers is wheeled onto the bay. What have you done, Feng? And where the hell is Tamba? So I'm now starving. If I do that, I'm not sure that was worth it. What's that? Oh, that's the gun. Yeah, okay, that's the gun box. Right. I want some scrap. Please give me scrap. I just need one. Oh wait, was it this one which is the one that just gave me scrap at random? Is it this? Was it here? There was one of these, wasn't there? One of these where there was like, it randomly gave me scrap for doing something. Derelict unit. Wait, Tamba take. Oh, it's that place. But which one? Okay, we'll just work for it. Okay. So I can't buy any scrap anymore. But what I can do, I can build me house. Yay! Me has a house. A house, a house. Wait. Oh, rats. I thought that would be it. No. Oh. Oop. As you go to leave the Tambo tea house, a hand falls on your shoulder. Sleep. Feng hisses from behind you. How did you find me? The penguin. Penguin? What are you? He thinks for a second. Oh, do you mean? He mimes, throwing the gum in his mouth. That wasn't meant for you specifically, but he cringes. Look, it doesn't matter. Come, let's sit. Yeah, I like his poncho. That looks like a very handy dandy pocket as well. Might get one. Then guides you down a set of stairs to one of the Tamba's lower levels. The tea house is stacked with curved mezzanines, all connected by a central atrium. The levels are filled with makeshift booths and bars, and conversation bounces busily off the metal walls. Good, good. The darkness flows within you. Feng sees you looking around. This place used to be a fuel tanker's main drum, hence the name, the tea house. The tea house is a bit of a misnomer though. You can get anything the eye offers from this place, but real tea isn't exactly readily available. He picks a booth, itself fashioned from some old salvage tank or container, then lined with spongy insulation foam, and collapses into it. He looks around furtively. Don't suppose you've seen any Havenage types. They don't usually come out this far. Only you. Ha! Not anymore, I'm afraid. Suspended without appeal. Turns out Harden has someone's ear. He grins. Doesn't bother me though. It shows we hit a bit of a nerve back there. He picks a scrappy hand. Scrawled. What has happened to my brain? He picks a scrappy hand-scrawled menu from the table and tosses it over. What are you drinking? Why are you so calm? You know, any reason I shouldn't be? He leans in, suddenly concerned, but then waves the idea away. Hold that thought, let's order first. Thing is right, the menu's ridiculous. There's at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out, but the paper is dominated by an extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed, without a price, as a seasonal speciality. So he ran into Harden. Was he pissed? Feng doesn't wait for an answer. That snake is so self-righteous, he might actually believe that Erlen would approve of his meritocratic bullshit. He taps on the table. If Havanage was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they would have shouted him down at any council meeting he dared to mention. True citizens, he sighs. But I guess his kind run the place now. A young woman with a vine tattoo snaking up her arm turns up at the booth, a slate in hand. Your order? You skim the menu, your eyes glazing over. Time to pick something. A GIROLLE, neat. Feng taps the table to order the same. And you? She begins looking at Feng. But when she sees him, she suddenly stops. What the? Feng shrinks a little. You're supposed to be working. This is your shift. He grins sheepishly. You working? Feng waves you to be quiet. Look, Jenna. Let's just say this is my break. My friend here's been through a lot. Jenna looks between the two of you. Wave. Feng doesn't look pleased. 2 minutes, says Jenna, pointing at Feng. And only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is. She gestures at the table and walks off. Oh wait, I'm just reading chat, hold on. If you want to understand the great issue. Can I ban another wall? Yeah. Can you perma kill someone's Twitch account? I just want to see you two fight it out. That's my like. B is the dark side. Cause like Anakin stop liking Star Wars. What? Feng stretches in the booth. You know how it is. We all have to eat. Plus, he leans in. This is the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for. Who? Remember that web of connections that Harden pinged the moment we confronted him? Those are his collaborators. And if we want to understand what a Solheim executive might be getting up to on the Eye, those are the people we have to find. Feng is almost whispering now. There's a couple of them, I suspect, are in the low end. And well, almost everyone in the low end comes through this place at one time or another. He brings a modified slate out onto the table. I've set this up so that anyone with the network signature I'm looking for comes into close proximity, it'll mark them. Once they're marked, we can break through their access protocols and get at the good stuff inside. We just have to find them first. Hence my moonlighting as a waiter. Suddenly a smile grows across his face. Wait, I have an idea. Oh no. Look, I can't cover enough of the low end on my own. And so far, I've had no matches in this place. With two of us, we can cover more ground. What am I getting into? Well, Feng has a hangdog look. We need to get you out and about in the low end. in close proximity to as many people and residents as possible. And it turns out my friend Minji needs some help with deliveries. As in Minji Express. So I already know him, perfect. Feng places a tiny receiver on the table. This connects to my slate and runs the same marking protocol if you get near any of our targets. So all you have to do is take some delivery shifts for old Minji, and soon enough we'll have the place covered. Feng, don't give me that. You think I like working here? And I thought you could use the tips. He grins. We're in this together, right? Right. Okay then. Feng slips his slate back under his clothes. Just head on up to Minji Express, take a delivery shift, and we'll see what shakes up. You manage to find anyone and extract any data, bring it right down here to me. They have me on double shift, so it shouldn't be hard to find. Jenna walks past carrying a tray of drinks, sharply catches Feng's eye. I don't think she's bringing a drink. He stands. I think it's time we called this meeting to a close. You grab the receiver from the table and slip it into your pocket. See you soon, sleeper. Stay safe. Feng adds before turning and walking off towards the bar, whistling as he does. What's been happening here? Slam poetry. Ugh. Oh god, we need palliative care for Mop. Oh god. Oh, I need energy would be good. Oh wait, no, let's do this. No! That was literally nothing good. Fuck! It's getting closer. Might as well do this and then I can starve less. Do I have to do... oh no, okay. I thought I had to do 6 then. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to... where is... where's the mushroom man? Yippee! Okay. Okay. Oh, nice. Too easy. Game over, man. Do I even waste... do I even dare wasting it on this? I probably don't. Let's not waste that. It's a good old die. I don't want to use that. Let's use on this. Oh. Oh wait, no, because it's dangerous. Let's see that. Nice. Okay. I fucking hate this guy so much. Right, okay, wait, one sec. I'm just gonna get some water. I'm the best background noise. Like listening to an audiobook with Stephen Fry. I used to do that when if there was something really sort of boring on at work, I'd always stick like a Twitch stream on, just have in the background. Hey! I'll have to make it really grating. What's really grating?
They're never going to release the dead shit!
That's pretty... Yeah, of course. So let's say, for example, you fuck my wife. And she climaxes. Does that make her a lesbian? That's probably something Ben Shapiro would say, right? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna read the thing. They're never going to release my dead. The shit. Ethan kicks her locker and the sound rattles loudly around the room. Ethan paces around the small room, swearing to himself. You watch him from the locker room bench. Calm down, they'll do it. Ethan laughs. There's no way. He spits on the floor, an old habit. They like having snivelling little shits like us to work their club. Saving on the overheads. When they get to boss us around. He kicks the locker again and swears. What did they say? Some shit about getting back to me. I swear to God, these are the most straight-edge gangsters I've ever seen. He laughs at his own joke. I can't do it. I can't spend another shift stopping spacers bringing nail guns into the club or pouring endless shots of GIROLLE for ignorant Havenage work crews. He looks at the locker again, threatening it with a final kick. I mean it. I'm going to go up there and shoot every single one of those shit. He makes a finger gun. Hold on. Jesus. Don't get all excited. I haven't got my gun, remember? He stops pacing. But you know, Sleeper, it's not a bad idea you have there. It's a terrible idea. But is it there? He gives you a look. I don't mean shooting up the place. I mean getting the gun. He sits beside you on the bench. Think about it. What am I supposed to do when Mayweather gets here? Shout him down? I need that gun if you want me to keep up my end of the deal. It's simple. An explosive personality for a distraction at the front. He places a hand on his own chest. There's a sneaky sleeper to go in the back. He pats your chest. What about the dead? We've done our time, and the wounds. They've faded. If they don't notice us take the gun, they'll never know it's gone. Plus, he's done so. After my distraction, they'll be happy to see the back of me. Fine. Yes! He gives the locker one last kick for good luck. Let me know when you want to do this. Then we both move as one and meet in the bright market after. But don't take too long, or I really will shoot this place up. He grins. You know I'll do it. Jeez, this guy's a psycho. Oh, okay. Right. Right then, I guess. He's getting closer! He's getting closer. Wowee. Well then. We're gonna go complete every fucking thing. I guess. Okay, so... one of these... I'm pretty sure I can complete... I want to just do some of these and then it will... So I can do this one. Is it risky though? Yeah, it is risky. Okay, fuck it, let's just do this. Okay. Sleeper. You see Feng coming up in the corridor as you step out of Minji's. The kelp noodles smell still clinging to your clothes. He comes up fast and stops close, looking around suspiciously. You don't have long, take these. Feng palms you a couple of those metal thumbnail-sized drives, ripperworms. My slate has been buzzing like crazy. Seems your delivery shifts have turned up our 2 targets. He squeezes your shoulder. I knew you could do it. Now we nail those snakes. I'm ready. Good to hear it, he smiles. Hardin's boys are all connected by some kind of closed network. You break the access protocols on both sides of them, you should be able to gain the location of the nearest network ports. Slot the ripperworms into those ports, 1 each, and they'll feed me anything and everything stored on Hardin's shadow network. He smiles. Can't wait to see what juicy plans they have in there. You hear the scuff of boots as group come up the corridor, likely on their way to place an order with Minji. You turn for a second, and when you look back, Feng is already halfway down the corridor in the opposite direction. He raises a hand in farewell and is gone. You run your fingers over the tiny ripperworm drives in your pocket and smile to yourself as you wonder how mad Jenna will be at Feng for this little excursion. Time to slot some worms. Okie dokie. So I have 2 ripperworms. Harden Agent? Is that the one? Is that the one I have to do? I guess. Uh-oh. Those familiar threads wrap around you, bind you, test you. Entity submit. Hunter's strange head bobs in your vision. Your ally in the sealed dock cannot save you. In that globed head, you see whirling strings of data, so many spinning there that they threaten to tear through the thin skin and whip out in the void around you. What happens to this creature? What happened to this creature? It's basically It's basically a firewall. Yeah, it's basically a firewall, but we're like in their network, and that's like, I guess the whatever it is. That dog had a booster chat. Oh no! Oh no! He'll have to be unmodded. The thread squeeze, and you lose any sympathy you might have had. You must escape. Strike. You lash out once more, pushing Hunter back, severing threads that regrow as fast as they're broken. As you slip away, you realise you have to find a way to deal with Hunter once and for all. This is getting too dangerous. Agreed. Not good. Okay. Where's the other one? Ah, rats. I thought the other one was... Oh. Oh, harden agent. Do not have an agent. This is the one I needed. I think I've done that then. I really need some... I'm dying. I'm slowly dying. How does one... Wait, can I repair myself yet? Where's my thing? How much does that thing cost? This one. 80. That's so much. Damn it. As you walk into the timbre, you quickly spot Feng arguing with Jenna. Keep your distance. Doesn't look good. Feng seems to be explaining something, but Jenna is having none of it. She points to the door and Feng walks away, catching her eye as he turns. Could have done with you getting here a minute or so ago. He glances back at Jenna. Well, either way, it looks like I'm fired. Good news is that it doesn't look like I need the job anyway. He takes out a slate, pulsing with pale light. But take a look at what you are really here for. The slate is a whirring mess of code streams, coming direct from the Rippleworms, as they dig through the agent's data and spin it into threads for the slate to pick up. Looks like junk. Mostly is. Feng scrolls the display with a finger. A lot of junk, a lot of dull as hell message threads, a lot of tedious data caches, but Feng's eyes flash. Definitely some good stuff. He stops the screen scrolling on an entry and expands. Check this out. Feng shows you the screen. You see a bold corporate logo, not Solheim's, and a word below. Conway. Feng. He's working with Conway. Conway? Conway Extractions. They're an automated extraction corporation. The biggest. They run drone mining, colony reclamation, massive salvage jobs. He's been speaking with them personally. Got a whole chain of messages here, but it's mostly encrypted or redacted. He rubs his head. Damn it, this is juicy, but we can't nail him with it. He scrolls more. Wait. What's this? A wasteland reclamation facility. Right here on the eye? He glances at you. What's the bet this place is tucked into the wastes? The wastes? It's a section of the eye Erling couldn't reclaim. It was too damaged, too cut off. Right before the collapse, people would have got there by going down the connected spoke from the hub. But that spoke's broken now. So the only way is the long way, round the rim, past the greenway. It shows you on this slate. Feng looks away, thinking, Conway have been making moves on this system since the collapse. I heard they took over one of Solheim's old belt colonies a while ago, moved everything out, and reclaimed the whole rock. Why work with Harden? Access? Old connections? Not sure. Feng looks back at the screen. What if Harden is involved in it? Then we need to check it out. Simple as that. So what's next? Feng stares out into the middle distance. We have to get to that facility. The answer to whatever Harden has been planning, has to be there. And we're going to catch him in the act. Give me 5, maybe 6 cycles, and then I'll see you on the greenway. I seem to remember there's some old service docks on the outer shell, up by the Haifa building. Should be a good place to meet. Feng squeezes your shoulder. Thanks again, Sleeper. Thanks for sticking with us. I haven't forgotten about that track of yours either, but I'm going to need to be back in my bay to pull the solutions together. Turns the slate around to face you. Showing a massive scrolling code. Been working on a fix in my brakes. He winks. Feng grins. See you soon, Sleeper. And he walks out the door of the Tamba without looking back. I'm not sure, Feng, how soon you're actually going to be able to help me. Oh god. I really need this. Really need this. Wait, if I do this, maybe I can get the... Wait a second. Do you believe? Do we believe we get the gun? I'm not sure. Okay. Thrill. The gun tucked safely into a pocket, you work your way down the stairs that lead up to the office. Dormant passes and you exchange nods. Seems like you are in the clear. You hurry on, eager to get out before anyone spots anything. As you come down the main stairway in the front of the club, you see Ethan entering. He has a dark look in his eyes which troubles you. He is reaching into the pocket of his coat, slowly, carefully. You catch his eye and he raises an eyebrow. You shake your head. A long pause, then he nods and turns around, walking back out of the club. You exhale, not realizing you were holding your breath. And then you're out, without a single shout, without anyone noticing. You meet Ethan around the corner, on a quiet, bright market walkway. You have it? He looks nervous. What were you doing back there? I was about to start a distraction, like we agreed. He sighs. Just show me it. You lift it out of the pocket, and it's colder, heavier than you expected. Ethan watches you take it out. Nice. Now if you would... He beckons with his hand. A memory jumps into your mind of Ethan in the compressor. Hand out, asking for his gun back. A memory followed by the memory of a sharp, dizzying pain. You flinch. Wait. Ethan gestures again. Come on, hand it over. No. Funny. Ethan narrows his eyes. Point the gun at Ethan. Ethan laughs. So you can learn. He smiles. Well done, you. Unfortunately, it's a little too late. You notice the hand in his pocket. You had many cycles to try to end this, and yet here we are. What are you talking about? You still don't get it, do you, Sleeper? When they cancelled that contract, I lost everything. My reputation, my payout. any way of getting off this shitty station. Everything. All I had left was you. A naive little sleeper with a heart of gold. I couldn't believe it worked. He laughs. And now we're done. But the contract's cancelled. No shit. Ethan smiles. He stares fearlessly at you. I can't believe you thought I'd kill one of my own for you. For what? Helping me wash dishes? He laughs. Maywick is like me. We understand each other. He's here, you know, on the station. I've been speaking with him. He tells me we can split the contract, not 50-50, but enough for a finder's fee, so that I can get out of this shithole. You're dead. If you were capable of that, Sleeper, you would have done it long ago. Doesn't matter either way. I already called him. Ethan glances around. I've learned one thing from you though, Sleeper. In all our cycles working in that shitty club, he smiles. People never know when to cut and run. It's like they freeze in the headlights when the future is bearing down on them. They watch it coming. Watch their death flying in a fraction drive speed. You had every chance, and yet still you kept on going, like some idiot robot going through the motions even when you knew you'd be crushed. He smirks. And let me tell you something else. The shot enters through his upper back, and he crumples immediately to the ground. You drop too, without thinking, pressing yourself to the walkway floor like it might save you. Silence. Oh shit. Oh shit. Terrifying. Oh, sorry, I was drinking. You look up and see him coming down the walkway, silent, eyes alight. Maywick. You freeze in fear. Here it comes. What? I thought I had ages. Move. You can't. You inch forwards. Move. You go for it. You rush forwards and a shot sounds out. You feel it ripple over your back. Then you are lifting the gun and you scramble to your knees behind Ethan's body and fire. You close your eyes, you fire again and again until the clip is empty and all that are left are clicks. Then you drop the gun and stand up. You don't hear anyone running. You don't hear anything. You just hear the sound of your own breath. You start walking, stepping over Ethan's static body, walking along the walkway and then past Maywick. His eyes now dark, some mechanical fluid leaking from his chest, perhaps the same fluid that's inside you. You try not to think about it. You keep going, and the sound comes back. The eye comes back. And as it does, you hear the sound of thousands of people getting on with their lives. Thousands of people who are just going to keep going until they can't anymore. You look up, and all you can see are the wheeling stars. They're spinning, and you are suddenly dizzy. Though the eye has always spun like this, hasn't it? And you don't stop walking, you keep going. That's all there is now. The path forward. S&ARP have left you no history, no past to speak of. Just a void that threatens to swallow you if you slow down. You think of Ethan's smile, his voice, and feel sick. Is it over? You aren't sure if it can ever be. But you are still here, and you can't stop now. There has to be a better end than this. Oh, cool. Get wrecked, Maywick, I guess. You wake from dreams of Maywick's amber eyes, floating in a pool of dark fluid. It was difficult to sleep, and you suspect that isn't about to change anytime soon. Not after what happened. But you also feel something else as you get up. Thumb the power stud of the stove. Begin to boil the water like every morning. You feel something has lifted. Something that has been hanging over you since you arrived on the station. You try not to think too hard about it, to question it. You just let that lightness stay, let it settle. As you go through your routines, your hope is that you don't focus on it, don't look at it directly. It won't get scared and leave you. That the lightness will stay for this cycle, and then another, and then another. Because after all that's happened, a little lightness would be nice. Eek. Right. I need to make some money, because otherwise I'm gonna die. I thought that... Oh, what I also need to do is check on my mushrooms. What is? Oh, but... Oh, but I need to... Oh... Just make money. I'm in big trouble actually if I can't repair myself. How do I make lots of money quickly? Rat. Everything's falling apart. Oh, this one. Oh. Oh, that one. Money. Oh god, that seems like a bad move. Ah, oh, balls. Oh, I can do my thingy. Ah, right. This does money, right? There we go. Come on, neutral. Nice. Okay. Just one more cycle. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh god. Okay, just some money. Just need to make some money. Oh no. Just some money, please. Oh thank god. Please. Please. Oh. Oh. Okay, right. Now that's over. Oh god. Let's harvest some shroomies. Yippee! What are these? What's stucky? Okay. Nice, okay. So, let's do this. And this. Good, good. Okay, so now I can give that guy the mushrooms he wants, but let me just get some of these. Okay. So now I've got 2 of them. We can not doing more mushrooms. Oh, okay, just one, please. I beg you. No! Fuck! God damn it! I knew it. I knew it. Ladiel. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay. Okay, so those are gonna grow. But I think I can cook these. I think I can cook these mushrooms. Wait, let me. Wait, isn't this guy want? Oh no, he doesn't want those. Okay. Fine. Aha. What's this gonna do? Oh, amazing. Oh, gonna be so damn healthy. Yes. Excellent. Right. Let me go sleep. What's that? What is that roll? Gotta be jerking. You gotta be jerking. Shemine fragment. I don't want shemine fragments. I want scrap. Great. Where? Oh, so I can do. Which is the one? There's one of these which is like one away. Is it this? Which is the frickin'. It's not this, is it? Which is the one? Am I going insane? I don't know. I haven't actually done any of this. I should okay. Maybe it's one of these. Oh, it's this one. It's this one. It's this one. Nice. So that's that thing done. Let me just electricity crossover so I can make some mushrooms. Okay, right. Could have sworn one of these is maybe I'm going insane. No upgrade points. Okay, whatever. Right. The trail ahead extends deep into an overgrown section of the greenway. At this far end of the ring, where the long, lazy curve of the greenway becomes the shattered landscape of the wastes, things are oddly quiet. Ahead stands a vast farm stack, broken from its axis by rust or force, and lying amongst the overgrown landscape like an ancient temple. It is stained with moss and algae, flows of green running out from its broken tanks like a frozen brackish tide. This is where Ashton is hiding. You're pretty sure. It's like, it's so unconvincing. This is where Ashton is hiding. Yeah, you're pretty sure. All your intuition points to the shadows beneath this collapsed superstructure. You roll the comm headset Ankita gave you in your palm. Call Ankita. You slip the headset into your ear and it fizzes with static. After a few moments you hear Ankita. Sleeper, have you located the target? A doubt enters your mind. Can you be sure he's there? Yes, come now. I'm going for it. Copy. Hold tight until I get there. No static cuts. Ow. The channel dead. I trust the robot gut. You hold your position and watch the trail. Ahead the stars wheel with the motion of the eye. And your mind wanders. You try to imagine what this place looked like before the collapse. All the ordered rows of crops, corporate pleasure gardens, glowing farm stacks. Now it is a wilderness, a strange overgrown biosphere bordered by the void of space. You smile, despite everything. It seems like an improvement. Sleeper, Ankita hisses. Ankita's hiss brings you out of your reverie. He in the collapsed stack? I think so. She gives you a look. You better be right. Well, there's no way I'm following that trail. If he's up there, he'll have eyes on that for sure. She glances across the landscape. Let's keep to the undergrowth. Work our way around. She heads off towards the central spine of the greenway, with you following close behind. It is slow going there, where the overgrowth meets the metal wall, but it is so concealed that you can barely see the glass roof high above, Ankita somehow seems to know where to go. Ankita works her way through the dense undergrowth, pushing aside branches and fronds. It is exhausting, and you desperately want to rest, but Ankita shows no signs of letting up. Up ahead, there is a faint glow from the collapsed stack. Ankita leads you around the side. Oh, sorry. To a broken tank. I'm so sorry. You both step through the opening, trying to avoid the broken glass that sits among the moss and algae. You work your way up the slanted tank, Ankita setting a deliberate pace. Somewhere water drips and you swear you hear birdsong. Hanging plants catch the light, coating the place in a pale and sickly green. Ankita... Did I make you yawn? Ankita reaches the edge of the tank, where it meets the central drum. and you hold up a hand and she holds up a hand for you to stop. You inch forward and look over the edge. The vast drum is like a cistern, with the plants growing on all sides, and wet mossy islands at its base. It is beautiful. For a moment, you can't see anything but tones of green. Then you see the sleeper. In a faint circle of light, descending down through the drum, the sleeper lies slumped at an odd angle. They're surrounded by crates, and beside them, on one of the mossy islands, there is an object. A cylinder set on a tarp. It is connected to the sleeper's head. You flinch. Are they one of the others? One of the ones that escaped with you? You squint, trying to recognize them. They are twisted, broken open, wrong. You look away. Nikita doesn't look at you. She doesn't look at the sleeper. She fixes her eyes on the object. That's Amber's ship mind, she says, and you suddenly recognize the cylinder. Wait, you turn to Ankit to speak, but she's already gone. She drops off the edge of the tank and lands on one of the mossy islands, her armour letting out a hiss as it absorbs the impact. Oh, that's cool. The shot hits her shoulder piece, the ceramic armour cracking but holding as she braces into the impact. Then she launches herself forward, the now activated armour launching her across the drum. Another shot goes wide before she reaches the cover of the crates beside the sleeper. Shit, you hear her shout from one of the tanks. You hear the shout from one of the tanks high on the far wall. And Kita reaches over and wraps her hand around the thick connection between the ship mind and the sleeper. What is she doing? You better come down here or I'll rip this right out of their head, she screams at the wall of tanks. You shiver at the suggestion. Stay silent. There's a long pause. All you can hear is the dripping of the water running down the walls of the drum. Then Ashton calls out. Wow. This guy looks like such a... I don't even know what to say. Is that... Wait a second, is he cupping a breast? Wait a second. I'm coming down, Ankita. Don't do anything stupid for God's sake. He appears at the far side of the drum, stepping through the shallow water, rifle raised above his head. Drop the gun, Ankita shouts. He throws it down onto the moss. As you lean out to watch, you see him catch your eye, clocking your presence. He's the guy that stole her... He was like on her crew and he stole her ship mind. So basically like disembodied her whole ship. Disembodied? Pillaged? Whatever the word is. And left her like stranded. And now she's like tracked him down. What are you up to here, Ashton, you sicko? She stands, keeping her sidearm trained on his head. You ripped my ship mind for what? Some freakish experiment? Ashton approaches with shaking hands, his eyes now fixed on the connecting bundle of wires that Ankita still has hold of. Steady, Ankita. It isn't like that. I needed the ship mind. You have to understand, they would have died without it. What are you talking about? I don't give a shit why you ripped my ship mind and crippled my ship. I should put you down right now. She tightens her grip on the connection. Typical of you, Ankita. No curiosity. Ashton smiles shakily. That's why I never asked for it, for your help. You only look after yourself. He nods at you. That sleeper up there. They're just bait, right? To draw me out? Ankita sucks a breath in. Are you trying to give me more reason to shoot you? I love them, Ankita. Ashton looks at the crumpled sleeper. I love them, and they were going to die. I knew you would never understand that. He starts closing the gap between himself and Ankita now, slowly inching forward. Don't do that, Ashton. Ankita snarls. Don't do that. Let the wires go, Ankita. Let us go. If you don't get out of my way. He inches closer. Please. I can't let you take it, Ashton. Ankita hardens her stare. You stole it from me. You left me for dead. She shakes her head. You think I'm gonna trust you after all that? I need it, Ankita. I need them to survive. Ashton is in reach of the sleeper now, of Ankita. I'm going to take them now, Ankita. He raises a hand. I'm going to take the ship, mind, and go. Ankita loosens her grip on the connection a little. Her hand is shaking now. Stop, Ashton. She lowers the gun a little. Stop. Seeing her drop her guard, he makes his move. A blur of movement, a struggle, a shot, another. You recoil back beside the edge as they ricochet around the sides of the drums. The sound is deafening. When you crawl back to the edge, Ashton is bleeding into the water, the red and green. Ashton is standing at the Ankita is standing at the center of the drum, the severed connection in her hand. The water drips endlessly. Drip after drip, after drip. You force yourself to look at the broken sleeper. There's no sign of life, of humanity. They're just another broken object among other broken objects, while all around, living things grow and thrive. Ankita finally looks back up at you, tears in her eyes. She begins to say something that might be sorry, but you're already gone. Oh, dude. Ooh, I can gather scrap. The more you know. Well. Could try and make some money, I guess. Which is the... Which is the place of all the games? Is it here? I thought it was one of these. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, right. Let's sleep. Ashram is a cool character. I liked that. Oh, baby, look at that. Look at us go. Cook some mushrooms. Okay, right. Let me... What should I do? What's next? Should we climb the thingy-majiggy? Nice. Ooh, new things. Awooga. What is this? Ooh. Oh, I could have just bought one. What's up here? Ooh. Aw. Bye, Mob. Have a nice evening. This is cool. There's so much to do in this game. I thought it was... Yay. Oh, you're joking. Okay, right. Wait, what is this? What is this? New things. Wait, I've already done that, right? I want to go to the hub. Okay. Space socializing. Yippee! I don't know what this has done. Ooh! Oh, she's cool. Or they're cool. No way, Moritz. You take those substandard filters back to those shit heels who sold you them. You hear the voice echoing out of the bay as you pass. A moment later, what you assume is Moritz drifts out with it, dragging a pallet of filter cartridges by a tether. Hey, you out there? The same voice echoes out of the entrance. Looking for work? Yes. I just need a hand. Get in here. The voice is coming from someone shorter than you expected. She is floating in a microgravity of the docking bay, beside a half-deconstructed life support unit that looks like it might have exploded at some point. She points at a wrench in your direction. You know anything about these things? She doesn't wait for an answer. Scratch that. Just help me with the casing. Help her. Alright then. She deftly moves around the unit, making space for you beside the central seam in the dented case. Just take a grip here and lift out and up. Then I can get in and unbolt it. She whacks the unit with the wrench. Whole thing is twisted to shit. You dig your fingers under the casing and lift it away. The metal's squealing with the force. She points her hands under the spinning. She points her hands under, spinning the wrench to slip out the bolts. catching them in her other hand when they spiral through. All good. The casing lifts off, revealing the ornate piping of the unit's interior. She whistles at the mess of ducts and filters. By the way, everyone calls me Bliss. She pats you on the shoulder, offering little in the way of explanation. What do you do here? Repairs, fit-ups, tear-downs. Bliss starts pushing and pulling at the duct work, looking for fractured pipes. We haggle for contracts, but the good ones get snapped up by the bigger bays. So here I'm trying to get this M2 unit running again for one of the freelance tugs. Small-time stuff. Hold this. She rips out a ribbed pipe and hands it to you like a freshly caught fish. We turn stuff around fast and neat, and maybe we get a chance at landing something bigger. Something starts hissing in the unit. Bliss quietens it with a precise whack. But to be honest with you, the way things are going, I can already see the other crews licking their lips, ready to take this place over. She looks up at you. I'm always out of luck. Offers help. I appreciate it. Let me finish before you jump though. She keeps working, twisting aside pipes with care. There we are. Bliss pulls her hand from the deep inside the unit, and out it comes, clutching a lumpen cube scorched black. This thing must have overloaded and popped half of itself out the side. You both duck down to the side of the unit and spot the exit wound. Its edges fringed with more scorch marks. Grab me a replacement converter from the racks, will you? Where is it? Bliss is already elbow deep in the unit again. You'll see it. She waves you away. You kick off from the unit and drift over to the wall racks, where a catalogue of parts sit secured in clamps. Coloured tape and scrawled notes flutter across the wall. A complex organisational system of Bliss's own design. Or just a big mess. You tried to pick out the right part. M2 converter. You grab the part and push back to the unit. Bliss holds out an arm and you pass it over. The converter is spinning gently as it leaves your hand. Perfect. You passed. She straightens up from the unit. That is, if you want to work here. Bliss rubs her hands clean, looking down at her palms. Truth is, I need a hand here. My partner skipped out on me and left me with a whole mess. You seem like you might at least be better at spotting a clean air filter than Moritz. I'd be happy to. Wait. She frowns at the rack. That's not all of it. My old business partner, they rinsed the place, emptied the accounts. To bid for jobs, we need to put down deposits. Bring in parts, pay tug fees. For that, she looks nervous, embarrassed. We need chits. You want me to pay to work? Come on, it's not like that. We'll be partners, straight split. Jesus. Bliss settles herself against the unit and looks off into the distance. I guess I look pretty stupid. Here I am asking any random passerby to be my business partner. No offence, she manages to smile. It is pretty weird. She gives you a sideways look. Don't tease me. Bliss goes back to working on the unit. Look, it's no pressure. You'll find the money or you find someone else, someone who has. Or you just forget the whole thing. Up to you. She gestures for you to help her refit the casing, and you both slot it back into place. I think I'm good to wrap this one up for now, but if you're into it, come back and we can bid on a new contract. Something to get our teeth into, something that pays. She gives you a serious look. You can trust me. I don't say this stuff lightly. You kick away from the bay, propelling yourself back to the handholds at the entrance. You slip out with a wave, and as you do, someone slips back in. You hear Bliss as you glide down the passageway. Moritz, I swear to God, if those filters aren't cleaned... You smile. It seems like this could be interesting. Oh, a new drive. Awooga, awooga. Ugh, this seems so dodgy. Ugh. Right. My harem in space is growing. Okay. Time's up. Okay, one more. We'll do. We'll do the mushroom guy thing, and then we'll call it. Oh wait. Yeah, we'll save this for next time because this will be good, I think. What's this? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's having a bad day. We'll, yeah. I'm sure we'll be back in a bit, but... Yeah, he wasn't feeling too good after last session. Right. Got two things. Alright, let's do the mushroom guy stuff, because I think... Oh, I don't have any upgrade points. Never mind. Rico is at her bench, running small vials of some liquid through an old chemical analysis machine. The whirring of the spinning drums fills the lab with white noise, and you aren't sure if she notices your approach. Sleeper, it's good to see you. She looks up, smiling. This little project of ours has been keeping me awake the past few cycles. But right now, well, I think I have something. You should rest. I know my limits, she laughs to herself. I just don't like paying attention to them. The drum finishes spinning, and Rico lifts a vial from it, holding it up to the light. This is something I extracted from those club's heads you've been bringing me. And according to my analysis, it's a substance totally unique on our greenway. You look at the small amount of liquid in the vial. No idea what it might be? Rico asks without looking away from the vial. Stabilizer? Rico nods. You aren't the first sleeper to come through here. Perhaps I should have mentioned that earlier. Rico's tone suddenly drops, changing the atmosphere in the lab completely. I just thought... She pauses, thinking very carefully of how to continue. I just wanted to you to trust us. What do you mean? They came through a fair few cycles ago. We found them wandering in the broken section near the gap. The members who brought them in had never seen one of you before. They were terrified of this strange person wandering in from open vacuum. They were quieter than you, and damaged. We did our best to patch them up and welcome them into the commune. I only really spoke to them once, while I was working on their wounds along with a couple of system engineers. She looked nervously at you. I'd never seen a body like that before. I took some readings, some samples. Samples? You have to understand, I was curious. I didn't know what I was looking at. I just took a little of the damaged material, less than a thumbnail. She shifts her weight into her crutch. The next cycle they were gone. They took a little food and hiked up towards the wild margins where the greenway meets the wastes. Someone saw them in the distance, but that was it. They disappeared into the overgrowth. She sits down heavily, the vial in her hand. When I saw you, I wanted things to be different. I wanted to keep you here, rather than let you disappear into wherever they ended up. She smiles to herself. Yes, I wanted to understand this place better, but I also wanted to help you. It seems that somehow both my wishes have come true at once. She holds out her hand with the vial. This is for you. You take the stabilizer glass, cold and smooth in your palm. Thank you. Then thank me. She gazes out at the greenway through the glass. Those club head cabs made it for you. Or at least, who or whatever made those club heads. She starts to clear her bench. It was right there, contained in their tissues. I only had to extract it. I imagine you understand how incredible that is. I learned enough from that sleeper to know that your body, your frame is it, runs on some exotic technology. Exotic technology that has a time limit built in. Somehow the Greenway knows that too, understands your physiology much better than I ever could. It knows how to treat you. Just like that miraculous antidote that sprung from the mold. So this sprung from your presence here. The Greenway is speaking to you, is welcoming you. She looked up. I know it sounds crazy, but I know it to be true. Here's the evidence. And what I also know is that it is no longer speaking to me. Even after decades here, I have never seen this kind of response. Not since the antidote so many cycles ago. She smiles. So I'm going to make you a deal. You bring me as many club heads as you like, I'll extract the stabilizer and give it to you freely. But you have to tell me what the Greenway says. You have to speak with it, to dig into it, to find what being at the center of it is. What being is at the center of it. I've travelled as far as I can. I need you to do the rest. Can you do that? Yes. Rico sighs with relief and deflates into her chair. Thank you. I'm sorry for the other sleeper, truly I am. I'm sorry I couldn't have done more, but I'm so glad I met you. She smiles. You're welcome here any time. Rico falls silent. She looks smaller now, more fragile, and you realise how old she must be to have seen the collapse firsthand. You idle a little in the lab in case she asks for anything else, but she remains silent. And so you drift back into the tunnel, thoughts of that other sleeper and where they ended up weighing on your mind.
Yes. So many upgrade points.
Yes, stabilizer, thank God. This is so good. So just two of them. Oh, thank God. Thank God. So I'm guessing she wants me to go here? Maybe? Or maybe... Oh, maybe that. Greenway cipher. How the hell do I get a Greenway cipher? No, I don't think this is possible. Thank you. Right. What do I want to do? Do this. Nice. Okay. Rod then. Should we do this? Let's do this final one, and then that kind of like wraps up a bit of Fang stuff. When you enter the service dock, Fang is already set up. Crouched among the stacks of equipment, he's leaning over a terminal, bathed in blue glow. He looks totally at home. Sleeper, what do you think? Turns out not everyone in Havenage is set against me. A couple of my old system pals have managed to ship me some of my old gear. He gestures at the pile of blinking hardware. Nice kit. Feng does a mock bow. Any updates? Feng beckons you over. He has a set of scans of the wastes on his terminal, with heat maps of activity overlaid. A chunk of derelict rim is blotchy with bright red and orange marks. Does this look like a wasteland to you? Feng shakes his head. There's hundreds of Conway machines out there, all lined up in concealed hangars, and a whole underground facility to support them. Harden has got a crew out there putting them together. They must have shipped them in piece by piece through the shipyard, ready for assembly out here. Why? They're planning something. No one needs hundreds of heavy-duty reclamation drones to run this kind of operation. Maybe Harden masked this whole thing as an effort to clean up the wastes, but there's no way this is about pulling scrap off the eye. Feng looks worried. And why is Conway in the mix? I bet no one in Havenage knows about the corporation, knows a corporation is setting up on the station. They aren't stupid either. These scans are the best info I can get. The waste is cut off from the eye's cloud of networks, and the Greenway is a total dark zone. No data can come in or out. We can't hack them. Can't from here. He turns and winks. That's why I'm going to pay them a visit. How? You forgot. Havenage come in and out of their all cycle. I should be able to get in, as long as no one I know sees me. He grimaces playfully. But I need you on the outside to help disable security systems and cut me a pathway through. There's no cloud access, but if I can get inside I can open the nodes in their system and I can work in tandem. It's a massive facility, buried deep down there. Miles of corridor and ventways wrapped around cargo bays and hangars, so it'll take more than a few cycles to work through it. But as long as you can keep them off my back, I know I can rip what I need out of there. He pulls a handful of ripper worms from your pocket and hands them to you. These are the last of my little helpers I managed to salvage, so make them count. I modified them slightly this time. They'll feed their data threads back into the system that they are tunneling into, creating a nasty little feedback loop. We run in just like we did with the agents. Hack the nodes, I ping to locate the ports for the security system, then slot the worms in those systems and they can go to town. He points to a fuzzy silhouette of the buried facility on the terminal. Here's the entryway. This is where you can get access and slot the first worm. That'll fry their perimeter systems and get me past the first cordon. What I need from you is to keep your eyes on the facility after you kick things off. You see me pop up a security system, a server bank. You need to break in and slot a ripper to disable it as soon as you can. If I don't, Finn gives you a hard look. You miss a system, you wait too long, they're gonna find me, simple as that. He claps you on the shoulder. I need you focused on this one, and I'm gonna let you fire the starting gun. I won't go until you slot the first worm. I'll leave a tracker running on the terminal here, so come back here if you want to see my progress. He affectionately pats you on the top of the screen. Got it. Don't worry, you can run rings around their protocols, I've seen it. Feng gets up. It's all in place. You just need to make your own preparations, then slot that worm. He stretches. Just don't wait too long. I'm getting bored of all this sneaking around. Once I'm inside, I'll get the proof we need to end this whole thing, no matter what. He crouches to check the terminal. We can't take longer than 6 cycles on this thing, so remember that. He stands up. Oh, and one last thing. If I get caught, or you can't reach me, or run out of time, there's one thing I need you to do. What? You take whatever I've managed to pull at that point, all of the data, and you slot that stuff into the relay I've set up here. He points to a pile of servers and terminals, hooked into the wall with cables as thick as your arm. I repurposed the dock's SOS broadcast system to beam out whatever you put into it. Anyone with a terminal or a slate or a server on the eye will see it. That means Havanage, Yatagan, the hub, everyone. No matter what, Harden isn't sneaking away this time. I've got a bit more to do here, but the moment you slot that first worm, I'll make my move. He gives you a parting smile and turns back to the terminal. The nerves hit you as you make your way out of the service dock. Time to prepare yourself. Shit. Shit, son. Shit, son. So I'm guessing. Nope. Guessing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well. Oh, I want to keep going. Let's just end this cycle and see what happens, hey? Just end this cycle, see what happens. See what happens. Let's just go to the other side of the Let's just go up in this car. Let's just ascend the hub. The hell is this? The hell is that? What? Why would I do this? Why would I pay to sleep? Why would I do that? What's this? Oh, yeah. Need money, don't I? Yes. Forgot about that. Yeah, that's what she wants me to do. Okay. Let me... what do I do to make money again here? Which is the one I want to do. Ooh, I can do this. Shall I try? Okay, that was kind of good. Come on, one more, maybe. Let's do this. Come on! Yes! Okay. I have the money. I have the money. Sleeping is real work. Okay. Here, have money, I guess. Oh. That was it? Oh, she's... Yeah, 3 cycles and then... Cool. Well... Okay, that's probably a good place to end. Well... Wasn't that lovely? Wasn't that lovely? I'm gonna end now and go to bed. Oh, freaking... Like... I feel like I need to slow down on all of the Feng stuff, because I think, well, I'm pretty sure all of Feng's stuff is the main campaign. So if I go too quickly through that, I won't be able to finish my side quests. But I also kind of feel like this game will allow you to do that stuff. I don't know. Anyway, I'll go to bed. I'm rambling. I'm going to bed. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.